Hey, Trackies, welcome, 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 welcome. I see a few of you are already here waiting. I'm excited. As usual, you all turn up for the show. So today we'll be doing the preview to the Xiamen Diamond League that comes up tomorrow, or Xiamen tomorrow. I think it's Zia, men tomorrow. In China. We have quite a few clashes, quite a few Jamaica versus America as well, in the clashes. Some of them is the best of the rest, especially when you look towards the men's 100 meters. Of course, we don't have the best Jamaican there so far this season, oblique civil, and we don't have the best American there so far this season, the world champion, Noah Lyles. So, but it's still pretty good fields, there on show. We have the men's 110 meter hurdles coming up. That will be exciting. So yeah, but before I get into the show, as usual, let me go ahead and start this greeting. So let's start up the top of the chat. Hey, Mr. Docs, what's up? Yes, guys, please remember to hit the like button. I never remember to say this. I see 52 people here. Please remember to hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Um, Super Toya, hitting the leg faster than Usain Bolt and Elaine. Facts. And I'm working on something for my members, newly joined members. I'm working on something to anytime anybody joins, I'll have this nice little thing across my screen. I'm working on it though. So yeah. I'm excited. So Anne Marie, hey, what's up? US need to find a big country like theirs and leave Jamaica alone. Because for the past 16 to 18 years, Jamaica dominate the sprints, both women and men. The men start losing, yeah, the men didn't start losing till 2017, but yeah, we haven't really found a footing in there just yet. And we've started well, then again, we've lost in 2011, we've lost in 2017, and we lose again in 2023. I suppose that's not any kind of serious sign on the female side because the women always turn up. But yeah, listen, we always punch above our weight, and if USA is the superpower in it, then I don't know if we go punch with. We can't be talking all the time about size and everything. Are we a size up with them, guys? Are we a size up with them? You know what I mean? Hey Damari, what's up? Hey Black African, what's up? Yes, man, and y'all need to hit that like. Damari says, did you hear what Roshan said? Yes, I'm gonna talk about that. Contraction in his hamstring, and also interestingly, what he chose to do, as a result, which is something I'm gonna get into. Um, he didn't state why. What do you think about Noah Lyles contemplating to enter his season now? Seems as though that world record talk isn't coming to fruition. It wasn't gonna come to fruition whether or not he's ending his season. Oh Lord. Um, great. That's what T said yesterday. Yeah. Shut it down for sure. When it comes to Rashawn Clark, young talent, but again, this is the world stage. You know what I mean? And his body isn't ready for that. Yes, he's pulled out a really superb time so far for 2023, and of course his young age. But again, um, his body isn't ready for it. His body definitely isn't ready for it, and it's clear he hasn't recovered. That 4x4 told us everything. He didn't recover. Was still looking for a good performance from him yesterday, and the mere fact that he stopped, I'm like, all right, that's it, shut down the season. So I'm glad that he did. I'm definitely glad that he did. Um, hey, Asumwe. I hope I said that right. Hey, Fernando. Hey, Angela. What's up? That's my mom's name. I appreciate that you enjoyed, Angela. Is anyone of the big women in Xiamen, Elaine, Dina? No. It's mainly a men's show today with some 400s for women and 400-meter hurdles for women, but it's mainly, the men on the cards tomorrow. Hey, Donovan, the men did well in the championships. Yes, they carried their weight this time around, that's for sure. That is for sure. Hey, Keisha, anytime Noah says he's attempting a world record, he ran slow. No, well, he ran a PB. He ran a PB, 9.83. That's a personal best. So, that's not a bad look from him. Clearly, far off from the world record, but still a good performance from him so far this season. Um, hey, Stargate. What? I'm sorry, T, but you're damn fine as hell. I guess that's fine. Oh, I have a funny story. So I suppose a new subscriber said to me, in the chat recently that she can't watch me because because I, my highlight is too bright, especially on my chin. So I laugh because the only place I highlight is actually the tip of my nose and right here. There's no other highlight on my face at all, and I'm actually not this light. But the lights above me, once I turn them on, everything just goes boosh, in my face. So I'm actually not this, light skinned, I suppose. I'm not light skinned Keisha. No, I shouldn't use Keisha because Keisha, I'm a good friend, but y'all know the Keisha joke. But anyway, right. So just to let y'all know that this isn't highlight all over my face. It's the light. Hey Leroy, what's up? Um, Fine, not fine. Yes, Cosmos, apparently. Hey, he says, hello, T, but the biggest thing about the United States track and field is not our main sport. Most kids grow up playing football. Yeah, that's true, but the base of every sport is still track. Yes, most if not all athletes had to run track, which regardless of whichever sport you're in. So it's the base of every sport, in my opinion. Hence, its importance, and I don't understand why people look down on it that much. Um, but yeah, I think Usain Bolt pointed out to this, years ago, where he said that if some of these athletes that America had, in the NFL per se, started to look at track, then we may see a whole different kettle of fish in terms of domination from them. So I understand. Um, I think Noel also likes to talk for hype. Of course, bring attention to himself and the sport. Facts. I see no problem with that. Hey, Midwest Boxing, thanks for the $2 super chat. I appreciate it. Guys, remember that my membership is now active. I see 112 people here. My membership is now live. So if you want to join and become, a TXT, super tracky, then definitely our super chat baby, definitely go ahead and become a member. Become a member. Do not hesitate. That's how you support this channel, and assist it to grow and go further. I'm looking to delve into a lot of other areas when it comes to track and field, and in order to do that, clearly I need y'all's continued support, and I mean monetary. That's kind of funny. But yes, clearly I need y'all's continued support to, get where I need to go. Right. So yeah, don't hesitate in becoming a member. I'm gonna put the link. I don't know why I failed to do that before, but I'm gonna put the link in the description. So it's right at the top of the description for those who would like to join. Can just click it and join. Yeah. And also I can put it in the chat as well. So where's my stream? Okay. I know dropped it in the chat and I'm also going to pin it. Let me pin it. Okay, great. So moving on. 10 lanes T. Oh yeah, I want to get to that. Name murdering, just kidding. Osasum wait. Osasum when? Oh gosh, listen, don't kill me. I tried. That record ain't going nowhere for now. Yeah, I haven't seen the person yet that looks like they'll be able to challenge that 100-meter world record yet. So let's see. Hey Charlene, what's up? Hey St. Clay. Is that pink lipstick? Yeah. This is the deposit show, guys. I just throw my makeup on, so however it looks, it looks. You know what I mean? um, Noah believes 1919, a boy time. Let me tell you, 1990s after 1919 after no. Was it 9 rounds back in 2008 rounds back in 2000 yeah man, I think it was, yeah. I think back in 2009 they had 9 rounds. They had 4 rounds in each event. So four in the 100 and four in the 200, right? So that's literally after 8 races, or after 7 races. Sorry. So that's crazy. That's definitely crazy. Yeah, I definitely put the membership link in the chat, guys. So this there, please click it to join. The payout is higher in football, baseball, and the athletes. All right, the problem that somebody I don't remember who I was listening to, but they highlighted the reason why track pays so low. The reason why they pay so low is because there's so many athletes. When you talk about basketball, or the NFL, it's just a handful of people, you know what I mean, across, different I don't want to say clubs, but yeah, you know what I mean, versus track and field, there are thousands and thousands of athletes. So because there's so many athletes, they can't afford to pay out so much. But something needs to change. I don't know what, but something needs to change clearly, because We need to be earning more, and by we I mean the athletes need to be earning more. Um, the brain damage is also higher in American football. Oh yeah, plus the risk involved in certain sports as well. Yes, I agree with that, with the football factor. Yep, yep, yep. Both actually told Lyles to keep up the hype and don't change. Yeah, for sure. Listen, a lot of people always say they think I hate Shakira, but I've never said I hated her. Yes, she's come off rude, on a few occasions. But if it's one thing I've always liked about her is the vibrance that she brought to the sport. It's always something, you know what I mean? And I look forward to it. So when it comes to Noah Lyles, Shakira, come bring it, bring it. And I'm not telling no lie. Some of our Jamaican athletes too boring. Them too boring. So, me not mind the vibrance from outside. Um, Stargate says, Lord, can't have a typo around here at all. Eh? Hey Larson, what's up? I'm a newbie and love your commentaries. I appreciate it. If you're not running 970s, you're not really saying anything. It's a different time, guys. It's a different time. We still have to appreciate the performances that we're getting until they start to run super fast again. You know what I mean? Um, you really don't need makeup. You have beautiful skin. Oh, you know what my skin look like. Oh, Leroy. Heats, quarterfinal, semi, and final. Right. So it was four. So it's a lot to run 1919 after all of that. That's crazy. So don't look down on that 1919. That's for sure. I just, sometimes I look back and I think that it's such a shame that Jamaicans don't necessarily take the circuit that seriously. They always train towards the championship because if that wasn't the case, then you're saying, well, could I just gone on the circuit, one time and just dust the world record even further down, But it is what it is. We'll take the 1919. I wish Glenn Mills would have sent oblique. Yes, I agree with that. Definitely. Hey, Shem. All right, so let's get into what we're here for. So the preview show, leading into Xiamen tomorrow. So the first event I want to start with is why not? Let's start with the men's 100 meters. Why not? Why not? Apparently the website is down, down, down. I don't know what is going on with that Diamond League website, but yeah, it's not working. So I won't be sharing from that screen, but I'll be sharing nonetheless an image of the start list um potentially. And it can change trackies because when I did the preview about the list prior, I remember seeing a few names that changed, especially for the female field. So again, the names that are here are subject to change. But the most interesting thing I found out of this entire field is that it's 10 lanes. Usually you're used to 9. So when I was looking at this amount of athletes, I was saying to myself, then 10 lane. So how this are gonna work? This are gonna go one, heat before finals kind of thing. But then they say it's a 10-lane track. So I'm like, okay, it's a 10-lane track. That's interesting. So lining up, we have from the United States, we have Brandon Carnes, we have Kishane Thompson from Jamaica, we have Zhen from China, we have Johan Blake from Jamaica, we have Christian Coleman from the United States, we have Fred Curley from the United States, we have Lamont Marcel Jacobs from Italy, we have Marvin Bracey Williams from the United States, we have Akeem Blake from Jamaica, and we have Rohan Watson from Jamaica. So we have 4 Jamaicans, I suppose 4, is it 4 Americans? Yeah, 4 Jamaicans against 4 Americans. That's interesting. And of course, we have a Chinese athlete here and an Italian, right? So that's pretty much how the field looks. Okay, so I honestly can't really say what the athletes that did not perform at the championship, what type of shape they'll be turning up in. I don't know if they're, race sharp, if you know what I mean. So on one hand, for the athletes that, performed at the championship, they could be tired, from running so many races. On the other hand, for the athletes that didn't compete there, they may be under raced. So I don't really know how to really go into this race, and what to really expect. But I mean, for Curly says he's there to win. So I'm really looking forward to that. The banter between him and Lamont, it's all about, driving the track, the sport forward, that is. And surprisingly, both him and Fred Curl didn't make it to the finals at the World Championships. Well, it wasn't really surprising for Lamont, personally, for me, because he wasn't really showing much of this season, but it was definitely surprising for Fred Curley not to make the finals. So the only person here, or the only person here that made the finals is Christian Coleman. from the United States. So I'm very interested to I don't know. All right. The last race that I saw from Marvin Bracy, where he faced off, I think, about against Christian Coleman and also Oblique Civil. I think he beat them both. So I'm really interested to see what Marvin Bracy is coming with in this race. I'm very, very interested in that. He ran at 9.93 in that race, means that, he was running into shape. A little bit too late because he missed out on, an individual spot at the US Championships. But still, I have an eye out for him. Now, when it comes to the Jamaican Kishane Thompson, no, it's the same problem I'm having as well. I do not know, what type of shape they'll be turning up into these races. So, on one hand, I want to say, look at the people that perform well at the championships, but on the other hand, I'm like, what about the people that didn't go, but were doing well prior to the championships? It's kind of it's kind of hard to call. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to call right now. So, if I'm being fair to Christian Coleman and Marvin Bracy, then I'm probably gonna go Marvin Bracy takes the win based on what I saw last from him. You know what I mean? Then I'm probably gonna go. Uh, I want to say Christian Coleman. Then I'm gonna throw in a Jamaican. I didn't necessarily like what I saw again with Akeem versus Christian on the relays, but I know he runs well individually for himself. So I don't know if he'll be able to trump Christian in this case. So maybe the better of the Jamaicans will either be Kishane Thompson or Rohan Watson. So there is a Jamaican that I think can figure into top three. I just don't know which one. Either Rohan Watson, he didn't make the finals also, or Kishane Thompson, he didn't even go to the championships at all, but he was running well at our Jamaican championships. He's only, been prepared to run one-off fast races. That's what Steven said. So I'm expecting a one-off fast race. So potentially he could be the best of all the Jamaicans. And then we have Johan Blake that's also, seeming to get faster each time he runs. So this is gonna be a very close race. That's all I can say. It's gonna be very close. Then there's also the athlete from China, and Brandon Carnes. So he ran in the relay for the Americans as well. I think he ran third leg. So, boy, I mean, I know. I think I'm just gonna go Marvin Bracy for the win. Trackies wanna say. This is when I'm confused. I'm not going to lie. I'm confused. Let me look into this comment section and see what y'all are saying because me confused. Um, let's see. Wait, where are the comments? The comments not coming in. Um, hey Shem. TT, if you noticed, everyone who tried to break Bolt's world record career finished prematurely. I'm gonna say that. Who is the person that tried to beat his record that career finished prematurely? Remind me, Donovan, please. I don't know anyone's career that has ended prematurely. Or if you're talking about my guy there that tried to beat you're saying in the 4x1, that's a different story. What's his name from America? What was that tall brown dude name? I don't remember his name right now. But if you're talking about that, that's just a one-off thing. You don't know. I don't know his backstory to be fair. So I don't want to really speak on it because I don't know. You know. I think Noel have a higher level of respect for Bolt. Noah, okay, because now he sees that breaking the world record by way of rounds is no joke. Facts. I'm from Antigua, reside in the US, but usually support JA as a Caribbean man. We appreciate it. Stand together, stand firm with us. We have to chop down the giant Jack, our Uncle Sam. Hey T, how is Daniel Williams' recent success been received in Jamaica? We're definitely shocked. That's first, but it's a gold medal. Are you crazy? We are stoked. We're hyped. You know what I mean? We love what we're seeing from Daniel. Plus, also, she went to the Diamond League yesterday and showed everybody that it was not a fluke. She literally stamped her class and destroyed everybody again. So of course we're stoked. We're hyped. You know, doesn't seem like she's getting respect. Okay, when it comes to, and this is where I'm gonna have to agree with Oral Tracy. When it comes to track and field, it's interesting that he's now poked his head back out, and I'm gonna get into that. But anyway, when it comes to track and field, there are blue ribbon events. Not all events are equal. So as such, because not all events are looked at equally, and it's the same thing when it comes to payout as well. That's how Jamaicans look at the hurdler. So it's not that we're not grateful, and it's not that we don't appreciate a hurdler winning gold for us. But at the end of the day, when you look at the sport overall, you're looking first and foremost to the blue ribbon events. You know what I mean? So those people get all the hype, to the end of the moon and back. You know what I mean? So should it be a bit more equal? I think it's up for the individual athletes if the sport itself is not pushing them to push themselves, to make people see you. You know what I mean? Make people see you. So if they don't want to see you, if they're not appreciating you, then force yourself in their face so that they have no choice but to see you, see your performances and appreciate it. You know what I mean? But yeah, when it comes to the whole equal thing in the sport, honestly, I'm also sprint focused. I won't lie. I focus a lot on the sprints. You know what I mean? And then also I focus on the events that Jamaicans are in secondary. So and then everything else after that. So I guess it's gonna take some growing for the sport for people to just look at other events the same way. But for now, the sprint events are the blue ribbon events, and that's where most Jamaicans look. But we definitely appreciate Daniel. So that goes hands down. Um, will you be doing a live watch along? Yes, I will. We have a lot of fair weather fans, but the all year round fans appreciate her. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, no obliques. All right, so let's talk about this whole oblique thing. Guys, I think I've been doing videos about oblique and performing on the circuit for I don't know how long. You know what I mean? And one of my takeaways from last year at the World Championships where he also placed fourth was, they need to start, letting him run against all these because it's the same people, the Fred Curleys, the Christian Colemans, like go run against them, all year round, just like all of the other guys are doing. And so that when you get to the championships, at least you've already met them. So, even though everybody's going to be nervous still at the end of the day, but you've already met them and you can now focus on yourself and try to execute your best race. You know what I mean? So I was looking forward to seeing, compete a lot this year on the circuit. It didn't happen. There were talks prior that it was going to happen. It didn't happen. You know what I mean? Seeing what happened at the championship again, another fourth. He was also, race watching again. I definitely think he lacks the experience on that stage, especially running against those guys where everybody's just looking ahead, trying to execute their best race and just win for themselves. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what the outcome is going to be at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think he needs some more experience, but I don't know. Track is if his coach doesn't want him to run for whatever reason, then I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? So yeah, Christian Coleman is still on the world championship hype. Yeah, I think so, but I'm wondering if the shape that they're gonna turn up in. So it's like six of one, half a dozen of the other, honestly. Yeah, Ryan Bailey. Right. I think he's the only athlete really. You know what I mean? So I don't know. And I don't think he was trying to break Usain Bolt's records. I just think they were trying to find someone that could potentially, beat him, and it didn't work. Another one that you could potentially use is Tyson Gay, because after that run in 2009, he mashed up himself completely. So another person you could use is Tyson Gay. That's for sure. But personally, I mean, records are meant to be broken. You have to go after it. No, Ryan Bailey. Yeah. Hey, Naron, what's up? Um, I think USA's Aaron Nathan is going to break Usain Bolt's world record. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. He's very young and we don't know his ceiling yet. So far, he's doing well for himself on the world stage in that 200 meters. But I think when it comes to the 200 and the 100, you have to strike a very good balance in both of them to be successful. So take it, like, let's use Sherika Jackson for instance. Sherika has been running the 200 meters for years, right? But she was running the 2 and the 4, but we weren't seeing these ridiculous fast times from her. And the moment she struck a balance between the shorter sprint, you know what I mean, plus the speed endurance in the 400 meters, now you're seeing her run ridiculous times in the 200 at 21.45 first, and now at 21. No, first it was at 21.53. No, 5.5. So 21.55, then 21.45, and then 21.41. Three of the one, two, I think five, yeah, top five fastest times in the world or ever. That's crazy. That is crazy. So He definitely has to strike a balance. So he has to get better over the 100 meters, in my opinion. He can't just be solely running the two and expect to get to that level, in my opinion. So let's see, though. Let's see, though. I think he's a very good young talent and he's doing his thing. Um, Hey, Tunnel Vision, thank you for the $5 super chat. Women had a nice long run, but America got their medals and the men did not dominate for 20 years. They had a good 7 years run, not 20. Yeah, it was a 20, but we got the point. Oh Lord, guys, no need to be cussing in the chat. Calm down, guys. Oblique need more races. He cannot run at national championship and world championship just for two races. It doesn't make sense. Also, I'm hoping that next season they really do introduce the 200 meters to his program, because that strength that you need towards the end of the 100 meters, I do think he's lacking in that department as well, because a lot of times if he's not running confident, you see where his technique breaks, and he tends to kind of run, flat-footed. I don't really know how to explain it, but it looks kind of flat-footed-ish. So in my opinion, to be able to, execute a full 100-meter race, I'm thinking that they need that 200 meters as well. So I'm hoping next season we see that from him. But let's see. Dear Lord, please let Kishane shot the world. Man, right now, me I look pan for the pen pan. Me not tell you no lie. Either him or Rohan. You know what I mean? But it look like an American win from where I'm sitting. It look like Marvin Bracing might take it, or Christian Coleman. You know what I mean? Fred Curly's still there. He just hasn't really done anything impressive in terms of how he disconnects from the field. You know what I've seen from him in previous years. So I don't even know where he falls in all of this. But I know it's going to be a very, very close race. It's going to be very, very, very close. All of the placings, very close. Oblique is my dark horse pick for gold next year. That 986 equaling his PB after disrupted preparation from a hamstring injury. 97, especially if he runs on the circuit next year. I think he needs some more confidence, but yes, based on his pedigree, I think he has much more in the tank. I just think he needs more races. Plus, I think they probably need to introduce that 200, like I said. Light skin Ryan. Hey Drew, what's up? Guys, please remember that the membership is there in the chat. It's also in the description. Please don't hesitate to go ahead and join. Um Tyson Gate 969 seconds, the second fastest man ever, and he was Usain's main rival before Johan and Gatlin. To be fair, that was just 2 years, you may say. 2 years. So would it really be a main rival if it's only 2 years? Or two championships? 2007 and 2008. No, not 2008, sorry, because he didn't go. Tyson didn't go in 2008. 2009, two championships. Let's see how long the others lasted. Gatlin, I think, lasted the longest. Gatlin definitely lasted the longest, in my opinion. So I definitely say Gatlin was his main rival. I wouldn't say Tyson. But yeah, I get what you're saying. And remember, he's equal second fastest with Johan Blake. Um and the reason why I'm saying Johan didn't last the longest is clearly because Johan picked up that injury in 2013, which near ended his career. So I'm not really putting him into the conversation, even though he's still running to this day. Um the 200-meter will help Oblique. Yeah, I think so. Call me crazy, but I think Antonio will step down to the 200 to break Usain Bolt's record. All right, I see a lot of people saying this, what is this? Justinia? But here the problem is, don't fix what's not broken. You know what I mean? I have no problem with Antonio running the 200 meters for speed, to help in that 400 meters, but clearly the 400 meters is his home. You know what I mean? I don't see anything, extra special for him right now in terms of sprinting, that is telling me, oh, he's going to be some crazy person in the 200 meters, but for sure I can see it in the 4. So personally, I think he needs to stay at the 4 and become the greatest person he can be there. You know what I mean? I believe Noah is going to run that young man Knighton to the ground. Poor Knighton. Knighton just born the wrong time. It coming like how Johan, people always say Johan was just around the wrong time with you saying it's the same thing. It's the same thing. 100 meter, you say 958 Tyson Gate. Right, right. So it's two of them tied. Sometimes I wonder what our athletes eat. Are they eating KFC or sweet potatoes or veggies? I think it's they eat, healthy for the most part, but when they need to pig out, they pig out like everybody else. Everybody else, pigs out every now and then, and I think that's fine. Um, like I was always wondering why Asafa Powell never run the 200. I thought it would have helped his 100-meter durability. It's weird. I noticed that Steven doesn't have a lot of his 100-meter sprinters run the 200 meters, and I don't know the philosophy behind it. Maybe he has a reason in terms of maybe injuries. He's maybe not trying to have his athletes pick up too many injuries. And Asafa was very injury prone. He was always injuring his groin at some point. So maybe there's a philosophy behind it. You know what I mean? Kishane has a good finish, yes, but he's also injury prone as well. So I don't even know. T, I would love Watson to start doing the 4-2 double. I would also like for Andrew to do some 400s to get that endurance. He can complete that first 50 but fades. Okay, yeah, Andrew Hudson for sure. He needs some more endurance. But when it comes to that 2-4 double, what do you mean 2-4 double? Like in training, like we see them run, on the circuit here in Jamaica, and you see them sometimes run a two, for speed, and then they go back to the four. If that's what you're talking about, no, yeah, sure, no problem. But I will always tell anybody that talks about any type of double that includes a 400 meters that they're crazy. You know what I mean? That will literally kill the athletes, in my opinion. I've seen, quite a few athletes do it. I've seen Van Niekerk do it and fail. I've seen Shawnee Miller-Weber do it and fail. I've seen Alison Felix do it and fail. I'm not about to think, Watson is, some special, athlete that's going to do it and, succeed. You know what I mean? Though, Michael Johnson, did well in it. I don't really want to get into the past, right? But yeah, no, I think you should stay away from doing both of them. Especially when it comes to a championship. That's for sure. Gatlin was from 2013 to 2017. No, Gatlin was there in 2012. He's the only American that medaled in 2012. Remember, it was Bolt, Johan, and Gatlin that medaled. So he was around. And I'm trying to remember 2012. Was he there? Not 2012, 2011. I think he was just coming back around 2011-ish, but he's been around for a while. So I definitely you say Gatlin. You saying and Johan always gave me sibling rivalry vibes. Put the membership information again, T. I don't see it. Okay, let me post it again. So I just posted it again in the chat. So for those who would like to join the membership, please go ahead and click to join. Gatlin had a break. It wasn't a break. Who said break? I mean, he got his behind band. Yeah, people, please like the video. If you're not liking, I don't know what you're doing, but please like the video. Fred Curley will go back to the 400 meter. He only ran the 100 meter to increase. I don't know. When it comes to Fred, it looks like he's all about his money. So I don't know if he'll be planning to go back to the four because that's not where the money is. The money is in the one. See, when I click the link, it's not coming up. Oh, I don't even know. Do you see it underneath the live video? Do you see an option to join? I think it's beside the bell. I'll give you an option to join there. Mustafa Paul couldn't handle the pressure. Pressure aside, I'm just wondering the philosophy about not having a lot of his sprinters do the two. All right, so guys, we've exhausted the men's 100 meters. So let's move on to some other events. We have quite a few events to get through, and there are mosquitoes around me biting me. Let me get my zapper ready to zap their butts. Let's put this here. Okay, so next event that I want to look at, and we can get through these ones pretty quickly. Which one is this? Men's 400. Do we have a Jamaican in this? Why did I open this one? Oh, we have Rashid McDonald here. Okay. Okay, we have a few Jamaicans. All right. So let me share my screen. Let's get into the men's 400 meters. Let's get into the men's 400 meters. All right, so if you guys are seeing my screen, you should be able to see that we have Alex Haydock Wilson from Great Britain is here. Zanjan Barnes from Jamaica is here. We have We have Molnar from Hungary. We have Kirana James from Grenada. We have Quincy Hall from the United States. We have Vernon Norwood from the US. We have Rashid McDonald from Jamaica. We have, what is this? Joseph Nakajima. Yuki Joseph Nakajima from Japan. And we have Giles Byron from France. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm gonna focus on a few athletes here: Vernon Norwood, Kirani James, Quincy Hall, Rashid McDonald, and of course I'm going to be looking at Zandrian Barnes. Let me see if that kind of matches the times that they've done so far. Time wise, okay, okay, all right. Let's see. Okay. So there was a lot of Jamaicans that were disgruntled with Rashid McDonald's first leg in the finals of the 4x4. Personally, I didn't really have a problem with it, and it's because I haven't really seen the splits. You know what I mean? I'm not so eager to rain on his parade a little bit. Yeah, we didn't medal, but it is what it is. We live and we learn, kind of thing. But he's always good in one-off races. So if you're worried about multiple races back to back, then for sure you can always look forward to a good one-off run, right? So I'm definitely looking forward to see what Rasheen does here. I'm also looking forward to Vernon Norwood. He looked good in the finals at the World Championships as well. So let me pull up the finishing places because I don't want to misquote where these people ended in the World Championships. Wait, I don't have it up. But anyway, we have Quincy Hall, we have Crearny James as well. This is gonna be a good 400-meter race. Not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna go. I want to say Queen. All right, Vernon Norwood or Rashid McDonald to me takes the win, and Kirana James is going to be someplace there as well. So that's my top three. My top three is between Vernon Norwood, Rashid McDonald, and Kirani James. Right? I'm hoping that John Barnes will be able to figure someplace in the field. But as it stands now, my top three in this men's 400 meters is Kirani James, Kirani James, sorry, Vernon Norwood, and Rashid McDonald. In any order. To me, it's fine. I don't have a particular order, but I think those are the athletes that will, run, best in this 400-meter field. Okay, so I have a new member, Brain Drain. Hey, Brain Drain, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Hey, Carmetha, what's up? What are we watching? Boy, I guess I didn't look at the title of the video at all. Didn't look at the title. So that's the men's. So Quincy, you have Quincy Hall, then James, then Barnes. I mean, okay. I can't really be mad at that. Can't really be mad at that. Can't really be mad at that. You know what I mean? But let's see. Hey, Tech Savvy Boss, what's up? Um, Matthew Hudson isn't in this field, so he won't be running. So yeah. All right, so that's the men's 400 meters. Let me stop sharing that particular event and let's jump on to another. So that was the men's four. Let's go with what's next. All right, so I did the men's four. Let's take a female event. Let's take the female 400-meter hurdles. Let's go with that. We have quite a few Jamaicans that line up here. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. And I guess a lot of the Jamaicans may want, run a better race based on what they did at the championships. I was expecting Jamaica to be up there a bit more, but we only got bronze. Well, let me not say only, because it's a medal, you know what I mean? I'm grateful, clearly. So we had Rushell Clayton take bronze for us. Genevieve Russell and Anjanette Knight faded badly in that final. Anna Crockett was also there for the US. So let's see how this goes. So we have Anna Rijikova. I know I'm saying that wrong, but yeah. We have Vivi. Vivi. Is this Vivi from One Piece? All right, Truckies, not gonna lie. Some of these athletes these times, I'm not even gonna mention them. Okay, let's just move to or especially based on seasons best. I'm just gonna focus on Anna Cockrell, Rochelle Clayton, Genevieve Russell, Anjanette Knight. I think that's probably where my focus is gonna be. Right. All right. So right in the middle, right here. Okay. So how does this race go? I definitely think it's between these four. I think Jenny Russell and Anjanette Knight may want to run a better race than what they did at the championship in the final. So they may try to, based on what happened at our trials, they may, try to go a bit faster and one up her there. But she ran a masterful, time in that finals. So that was 52.81. So they're gonna all have to run PBs if they want to beat her. But let's see. Let us see right now. Russia Clayton to me takes this race. Anna Krakowicz will be there or thereabouts, but I'm gonna go Russia Clayton. Then I'm gonna go I may throw Anna Cockrell in for second. She gives me fighter vibes. She definitely gives me fighter vibes, and she's willing to pull out anything just to be in the top. So I'm gonna go Rushell, then I'm gonna go Anna Cockrell, then I'm gonna go Genevieve and Anjanette in that order. That's how I see this women's 400-meter hurdles going. Again, if it doesn't go this way and Jamaicans perform better, I have no problem. But yeah, I definitely have Rochelle Clayton taking the win. Hey, trying to make it. What's up? The 400-meter hurdles is wide open. You think so? I don't know. I think Rochelle is on a high. So I definitely think she'll be coming to try to, prove that, it was no fluke. She'll definitely be trying to beat everybody that's there. Plus, also, I do think the other Jamaicans, considering that the tables were turned, at the national championships, they'll be trying to prove that, we just had a one-off bad run. So I'm expecting them to come and show up. I'm also expecting Anna Cockrell to run good as well. I don't think it's wide open. I do think Rochelle will take it, but I do have the other girls challenging. So let's see. Let's see. Clayton for the win. Rochelle needs to train with Rochelle. Rochelle needs to train with Rochelle. Oh, you mean she needs to train? Russell. Oh, Russell needs to train with Clayton. She failed to win him. Based on what Bridget Foster Hilton said on the TVJ stream, she apparently has some confidence issues. Mental health is a big thing in sport. So her, coming out of that final, she was like, all right, as soon as Jenny reach home, she need to find, somebody that can help her, a sports psychologist, because she was ready. Her body was ready. Everything was ready for, her to go super fast in that race, and it just didn't happen. So she says she needs a sports psychologist. So let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Some people just don't perform well under pressure. So if they need that extra help, then I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Because I do think, based on what I've been seeing from Genevieve, she was running very consistent. So I do believe she was also in the shape to run fast, which is why I had two Jamaicans medaling, believe it or not. You know what I mean? But it didn't happen. So let's see. Anjanette is still pretty new and pretty, not really new, but pretty young in her career. So there's still a lot to learn, for her to get much better. So let's see what happens with her. But I don't think it's a training issue. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's a training issue. I don't think it's a training issue. Jamaica needs to start running distant races. US have a lot of young sprinters now and coming out of college. Yeah, but it's just gonna take time, Yoda. It's just gonna take time. Everything is not just gonna happen at the just because we snap our fingers, you know what I mean? All right, so we're moving on to another event. We're gonna take the women's 400 meters. Let's do that. And the last event we'll be taking is the men's 110-meter hurdles. Did I already take that? No, I didn't take it. All right, so that will be the last event that I'll be taking. So let's go with the women's 400 meters. Let's share. All right, guys, please remember before you all go, just remember to hit like. Okay, so women's 400 meters, we have Mackenzie Dunmore from the United States. We have Lena Irby Jackson. We have Sada Williams. We have Marlady Paulino. We have Candice McLeod. We have Talita Diggs. We have Victoria Onorugu. I'm not even gonna try to say that again. And we have Amma Pippi from Great Britain. Okay, so clearly we have two medalists here from the World Championships. Is it two? Who are the three medalists? Yeah, right. So we have two medalists here from the World Championships. So definitely for me, these athletes are the top gun going into this race. Interestingly, My Lady Paulina said something in her, press conference. She said they were asking her about, potentially running faster than the world lead if she has the world lead in her eyes. That was like a 40, what was it? 48.74, I think is the world lead. And Marlene was like, look here, I'm not thinking 48 anything. I'm not thinking 48 anything. Right now, I'm thinking 47s. So I don't know what Marley plans on doing, but she's thinking 47s for the rest of the season. So let's see what she goes out and does here. That's a very interesting take. So if she plan around 47, then she'll go wipe this field there completely. I have Sada Williams, getting second place in this race. Somebody said that she's turned MVP's new bronze queen since Sherika is no longer there. Look here, bronze medal is a medal. I wish it was a Jamaican getting it, not gonna lie. So Sada Williams here for me takes second. And honestly, I'm interested to see what, Candice does, in this race. She was talking at the championship saying, that, a few little things happened to her. She didn't go into it, but I don't know if she's over it. But let's see what she'll be able to do, in these post races, if she can, improve any more. But I'm also looking at a few Americans there, Talitha Diggs, Lena Irby Jackson, I'm just looking to see what they'll be able to do in this race. Mackenzie Dunmore. So, I'm just gonna pick one, two. I'm hoping that Candice can maybe figure into third. So let's see. Let's see if she can figure into third, and that's good for us. But them Americans on this 400 meters. So, mm, that's that for the women's 400 meters. Paulina for the win. I said that. Oh, Keisha, you're the one that said that about Sada. It's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Hey, Jamon, what's up? How are you? I would love for you to dig up some old boys and girls championships and do some commentary and reviews. Oh, I have a new member again, Esco. Hey, Esco, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Jamon, a lot of people don't know, but I actually don't talk much about the juniors because for me, honestly, i don't um I don't like want to put too much pressure on them, so because of that I don't really commit their performances to brain that much like how I committed with the seniors. So yeah, I know a few standout performances from champs, you know what I mean, but I'm not going to tell you no lie. Like how I can tell you about the seniors, I can't tell you like that when it comes to the juniors, because I don't try to commit certain things to mind. You know what I mean, because I'm just watching it and enjoying it versus watching the females or the men's as seniors and be like, okay, medal, 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 left, right, and center. Digging up their past, stuff like that. I don't do that for juniors. I'm not gonna lie. So it's gonna take a lot to do some commentary on champs, especially way back. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's probably something I can look into doing in the off season. That's for sure. But yeah, it won't be as good. The commentary won't be as good. I'll probably need to invite a guest to help me. T, when I asked if Puma ever gave Barbados the new kit, well, I saw pictures of Sada in the current kit in Tokyo. In Tokyo, so I don't know why she still wears the kit with the straps from 2017. And I don't like that kit either, I hate the strap one. I don't know who tell them to make that or something there. I don't know if people remember back in the day, there used to be the strap outfit that what they used to make for girls. One outfit in a Jamaica. I used to hate it. My God. See, this is Errol. I changed my YouTube name. Okay, Errol, thank you. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. When is the meet? The meet is tomorrow. So the meet comes up tomorrow. Let me tell you what time. If you go to, then again, I can't see it because the page is not working. I can't see track because the page is not working. But when it comes up, then I'll let you all know for sure. Or you will see me. That's for sure. Um, So let's move on to another event, the final event that I have here, which is the men's. I'm going to go into the men's 110-meter hurdles. So this is the final event. I'm trying to get this done before an hour because I don't want to make the video too long. We've already gone, forever for the men's 100 meters. So I don't want to go on and on and on and on. So this is the final event. So this one is also interesting. We have gold and silver medalists. No, sorry, this is the wrong thing. Hold on, I opened the wrong one. Um, let's try this again. Okay, here we go. All right, let's present. Okay, so men's 110-meter hurdles. This is a very interesting race because we have one, two, three here. Interestingly, so we have Grant Holloway, we have Hansle Parchment, and we have Daniel Williams, gold, silver, and bronze. We have Freddie Crittenden is here. He made the finals. We have Cardell Tinch. He didn't make the finals, but Freddie Crittenden made the finals. Let me go look. There's another American. I want to say Freddie Crittenden, but I don't want to be quoting the wrong names here. Oh yeah, Freddie Crittenden came fourth at the World Championship, so he's here. Let's see. So this is going to be a good race. This is going to be a good race. Grant says, he thinks he's fast enough to, run faster than the world lead that, Rashid Broadbell holds, 12.94 seconds. But he's just interested in the win. Is it 12.93 or 12.94? Whichever one. He's just interested in the win. So I have him for the win, but I do believe Hansel will have a much better race than he had at the championship season. He gets better each race, so that's good. But Daniel Roberts is also one of those guys that he can come out and just have a stupendous run, you know what I mean, and beat everybody. So I'm also looking out for him as well. Then there's also Cardell Tinge that I'm also eyeing. We have Wilhelm Baloshan is also here as well. I think he's someone to look out for. So I'm probably gonna go Grant. I'm gonna go Grant and then Hansel, right? Now Daniel Roberts will finish depending on how he performs. He may very well take the win completely and just shock everyone and run really well, or he may have just a bad race. So if he has a really good race, he may take the win. If he has a bad race, then he may finish down the track. You know what I mean? And then there's Cardell Tinge. I do think he may have a better execution here as well. So I have him challenging in the top three as well. So it's gonna be tight for the placings after Grant Holloway, I believe. I think it's going to be tight for the places after Grant Holloway, but I do have Hans is still coming out and taking second. So, call me a little biased, to throw Hans in. You know what I mean? But he's Olympic champion, and he also, took the silver medal at the World Championship. So, bias or not, he performs the best when he needs it. We may not see it on the circuit sometimes, but he definitely performs the best when he's required to. So on that, I know he may not, run his best, but if he does, then Hans will take second for me, and then everybody else. But I still think it's gonna be a close race. Is it a world record watch? No, I don't think so. I don't think we're watching out for any world records here. Don't think we're watching out for any world records. I don't think Grant Holloway is in the same shape he was in last year or even in 2020. I don't think he's in the same shape. So, or even 2019, you know what I mean? I don't think he's in the same shape. So, let's see though. But I'm not expecting anything, super fast here. Yes, there's no broad bell. Same outcome as Budapest. All right. It's a hurdle. So, I don't really try to, stick to that. That was then. You know what I mean? It's a one-off race, so people will come out and run really, really fast. Let's see. Will the meet be in the morning? I'm assuming it's in the morning because based on how early the what is it called? Let me see if I can find the time. Okay, so the Diamond League website is not working, right? So as it relates to the time of the meet, when they show me the local time, I can't see anything. But let me check. Um, Let me see if there's anything that gives me the time because it's something I'm gonna need to find anyway. So let me see if there's anything that gives me the actual time that I can, even if I need to do a conversion. Okay, let me see. What are these times? These times or local. So it starts at 1809. So let me convert what I don't even know what time zone. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Is it some kind of Mediterranean time? Something, whatever. Ah, okay, what is it? Chinese Standard Time? Oh, so China has their own standard time, and it's called China Standard Time. I didn't know that. Oh, bruh. Let me open up this thing now. So we're doing 1800. Is it 1800 I just said? Yeah, 1800 I think. This is not showing me. I mean, 1800 is 6 p.m. their time. So that makes it 5 a.m. If I'm not wrong, that's 5 a.m. Jamaica time. Wow, that's extremely early. That's extremely early. So if I'm not mistaken, that comes to 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Race tomorrow at 7 a.m. US time. Which time is this? Is this which time zone is that? Diamond Empress. Which time zone is that? I really want to know because 6 a.m. Jamaica time. Okay. That's at least that's better than five. At least that's better than five. Yeah, I'll be doing a watch along. It's not so bad. The time isn't so bad. So I'll do a watch along. So you all can join me tomorrow where we'll talk about it. Um, we can definitely talk about it then. Let's see. Let's see. So, yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. So the show has pretty much come to an end. That's the previous show. No crazy sprints going on. So for I guess for a few people it may not be as exciting, but it's still track and field, and we still need to support all of the other sports. And maybe if we support the other, events equally, then maybe all events can be considered blue ribbon. So if we stop shunning the other events, then it's not going to grow. You know what I mean? The interest is not going to grow. So we have to definitely turn up and watch everything. You know what I mean? And even though I only talk about a few events, that Jamaicans are in, best believe I watch everything. You know what I mean? I watch everything. So extremely early, but I'm looking forward to the coverage. Stay blessed and continue your great work. Thank you, Anthony. All right, so trackies, that's it. That is it. We're going to be cutting off the stream now. I really enjoyed you guys turning up again. You always turn up and show out and support the channel, so I definitely appreciate it. Don't forget to hit like before you all bounce. Definitely hit like before you guys bounce. But with that said, I'll see you tomorrow morning for Xiamen China Diamond League. Bye.